All right. So we had Josh Reichard on the show again. This is part two. This is like a part two. I don't know if I'm gonna upload this separately or do a little, what's it called? Part one, part two stuff. But
Yeah,
I'm gonna part one, part two because nobody watches like an hour of podcast. All right.
yeah.
So we're just gonna Ali, could you please do me a favor and plug in your microphone? Yeah, you sound horrible over there. You have an iPhone, right?
Yeah.
iPhone microphone sucks. All right, Ollie Stanley's back. Ollie, could you please tell me why am I so sad? I mean, could you guess why am I so sad?
Or it has to be Ortega Yeri Rodriguez ending.
Yeah, like, because what was your reaction when you saw that happen? Like, what was your reaction?
I was like, okay, Yeri's kind of getting to him on the striking. Nice kicks. Boom. He forces a takedown. Yeri's got his arm. I was like, all right, once Ortega's out of this, he's got a minute to work. And I look away. I look back. And he rolls over, and then Yeri jumps on him. I'm like, what happened?
Yeah, for a second, you know what I thought? I thought he got knocked out for a second because he screamed. He was even screaming. Yeah, he fell back, and I was like, "What happened? Did he get knocked out? Like, what happened?" I mean, it's tough. It's a tough loss, man. I mean, Brian Ortega, he could have done better on the ground, especially, but I don't know. His shoulder popped out. Have you ever had your shoulder? Have you ever had your shoulder pop out?
Never broke a bone.
Yeah, I broke my foot a couple months ago. You remember that? And when I was a kid, we were at a family's wedding. I don't know who it was, and it was north of the country, so it was snowing hard. And I was playing in the snow, waiting for a taxi. My mom's there, my grandma's there. I'm playing in the snow. The cab arrives, the taxi arrives. And my mom was like, "Come on, let's get in the taxi." I'm like, "No." "Come on, we gotta go." "No, I'm playing the snow." I'm playing the snow. And my mom's like, "Come on, let's go. Come on, it's cold out here." I'm like, "No, I'm not coming out." So she grabs my arm and she tries to pull me from the snow, and my shoulder pops out.
Oh,
I was a little kid. I don't even remember. My mom told me that story. I don't even remember anything. My mom told me the story. Like, I haven't, like, here's an interesting fact. I've never seen snow ever. Like, at that time, I was a kid, I don't remember it. But right now, like, since I remember shit, I haven't even touched snow. I haven't even seen snow. That's a fun fact for you right there. You live in England, it snows regularly over there, doesn't it?
Not regularly, but more than you.
Yeah, it does sometimes, yeah. Like Christmas times, it does, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking love snow, but I've never even been in snow. Not that I even remember. But yeah. So yeah, that's my mom told me that when my shoulder popped out, I didn't react for a second or two, and then I started screaming. Ah! Like, it feels so fucking bad. Like, I broke my foot, my little toe, and
yeah,
and I didn't even know it was broken. Like, the guy fell on my toe. Like, we were wrestling, and one guy slaps the other guy on my, like, we were like me and my sparring partner right here, and one guy and another guy over there, and then my sparring partner, he does a judo throw, so I'm on my back. My toes are like this. The other guy slams his sparring partner on my toe. This one breaks. Like, my middle finger on the toe breaks. No, it was my index toe finger. I don't know. I don't even know if it's called index toe finger. Toe, yeah, index toe. I don't even know if it's called that. But it broke. But I didn't even know because my thumb, this one hurt a lot more. This one hurt a lot more. This one broke. Jesus. I've got a fucking scar from a surgery. I'm not gonna show you guys that. This one hurt a lot more. This one broke, but this one hurt a lot more. It was fucking bad, and I didn't even know it. I had a broken toe. I was sparring, and every time I went, like, heavy on the lead leg. Because when we were just boxing, I'm heavy on the lead leg. And I was like, my foot feels numb, maybe because nerve issue, just because like I was shocked. It hurt so much. And I sat down. I'm like, man, I was sat down I'm like, man, stop. I'm gonna sit down for a second. My foot actually feels numb. And I looked at it, it ballooned up. So yeah, broken bones, broken shoulders popping out. It feels really bad. I don't feel for Brian Ortega. I hope he doesn't have to get a surgery. If he gets a surgery, a third surgery on the shoulder, that's not good. That's not good for yourself. That's not good for your career. Have you ever had a surgery or anything?
No,
Yeah,
not a single one.
yeah. My dad, I had surgery a couple of weeks ago, maybe like a month ago. On my toes, I had foot corn because I used to wear this really tight shoes. It compressed my toes,
Yeah.
and corns came out. So I had to get a surgery, and it was fucking bad. And then one time, have you ever been to ocean and those spiky black balls? Have you ever seen those?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, one of them, I stepped on one of those, and four of the spikes went into my foot, and it broke. And then I had to get another surgery. Yeah, it was fucking bad. The surgeries are bad, especially on the shoulders, especially in mixed martial arts, because you gotta punch, you gotta punch, you gotta be fluid, and if you throw a punch and it hurts every time, it doesn't feel good, man. It doesn't fucking feel good. So what do you do with this situation right now? What's next for Brian?
Right, where he's going to be out for the rest of the year, no doubt. When he comes back, it depends, because we saw Oliveira Islam booked yesterday.
Yeah.
So Volkanovski can defend against Yo Rodriguez in the meantime.
I mean, Volkanovski's going to have a surgery as well. He broke his thumb in the second round of Max Holloway fight.
Oh, yeah. So I do like to see Brian against Arnold Allen.
You know what I like? I want a fucking rematch, because that fight was starting. Because the fight, I felt that this fight is going to be better in the later rounds. Like a fight like that, you could feel like you see a normal fight, like it's a fight, it's a back and forth. But did you feel like that fight was shaping up to be a better fight? Because sometimes you see that, because sometimes you feel it.
Yeah, for an opening round.
Yeah, it was good.
That's it. For a feeling out process, that's an amazing round. That would do for round 4 or 5.
I mean, it was a great round. It was a great round, and still,
it just got better and better.
Yeah, listen, Brian Ortega is gonna get his shoulder fixed. I hope that he can recover soon. I feel like we're gonna hear from him in a day or two, hopefully. And for Yair Rodriguez, if Volkanovski is gonna be out, because I saw his X-ray and the thumb looked nasty. Have you seen his X-ray?
Yeah.
It looked like a piece of bone was out of his. It was fucking bad. I'm not gonna even talk about it because it's disgusting. So what are we gonna do? Are we gonna put Josh Emmett and Yair Rodriguez for an interim title? Are we gonna wait for Volkanovski to heal? Are we gonna wait for Ortega to heal and then do a rematch with Yair? Because listen, Yair, when he fought Max Holloway, he was coming off a big layoff. And if you wanna fight for a belt, you gotta stay active. You gotta push that cardio. You know what I'm saying? Especially you gotta be main events, 5 rounds, to see if you can handle the championship pressure. I mean, he went 5 rounds with Max Holloway, and he was actually hurting Max Holloway a couple of times. He hurt Max Holloway a couple of times. I love his chances against Volkanovski. I feel like Volkanovski is going to wrestle if he fights Yair. Do you agree with me on that or not?
Oh, what?
If Volkanovski fights Yair, is Volk gonna wrestle with him, or is he gonna stand up?
I think it's gonna be mixed.
Yeah, it's gonna be mixed.
In the takedown when needed.
Yeah, because when you're fighting a striker and you are a striker yourself, one thing you're gonna do is you're just gonna put the fear of that takedown over there. you gotta throw kicks. I'm gonna catch your leg. I got your leg. That you gotta put that fear in him, so that next time he's gonna throw that kick, he will like, am I really gonna throw a kick and risk getting taken down, or I'm gonna, just go boxing? That's what I feel like Volkanovski is gonna do against Yair Rodriguez. But with Volkanovski being out for a couple months, actually, I feel like a interim title between Josh Emmett and Yair Rodriguez makes sense. A fight between Calvin Cater and what's his name? Arnold Allen makes sense. Bryce Mitchell versus Movsar Evloev also makes sense. Do you agree with me on that?
Yeah.
Can you bring up the rankings and look at Arnold's ranking? I want to see his number.
6.
His 6. What's Josh Emmett's ranking? He's 4, I believe, right?
4.
Calvin Cater is obviously 5, isn't he?
Yeah.
So hear me out. We put Calvin Cater against Arnold Allen. If Arnold beats him, he gets in the top 5. He gets into the top 5. If he loses, then Calvin Cater sits on the sideline, stays here. Imagine that Calvin Cater beats Arnold Allen, and then Yair Rodriguez and Josh Emmett fight for an interim title. The loser fights Calvin Cater. The winner fights the champion, and the winner of the loser of those fights is gonna fight the winner of the championship fight. How about that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little bit confusing. I could use this feature whiteboard over here. Can I add the whiteboard? I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna use the fucking whiteboard. Go away, buddy. All right. But the co-main event, what do you think of the co-main event?
Was it Lemos versus Waterson?
Yeah. Waterson Gomez, actually.
My bad.
Yeah, I mean, we used to saying Michelle Waterson. Now Michelle Waterson Gomez. It's a little bit. It's gonna take some time. Take some time. Yeah.
Honestly, it's a. Who do you think was winning the rounds?
On the feet.
Round 1.
Lemos and Waterson, you mean, right?
Yeah.
It was pretty even in my eyes, to be honest. It was pretty even, to be honest. But on the ground, and then did you see the finishing sequence? How she tapped,
Yeah.
and the referee Kevin McDonald with the fucking stupid ass mustache. He didn't see the tap.
Awful.
Yeah, that was awful. Kevin McDonald also had really, really bad stoppages against Ian. The first fight with Ion Kutelova and Magomed Ankalaev. And I feel like he also refereed TJ Dillashaw and Henry Cejudo as well. He's had some questionable. He's not that good.
So bad. Honestly, I've fallen off the Herb Dean train.
Herb Dean is good. He makes mistakes. He makes questionable decisions. But the best referee right now was Mark Goddard, in my opinion. Jason Herzog, and who's next? Even Dan Mergliotta. But yeah, Herb Dean is better than Dan.
Mark Goddard, the worst fight he's ever done is Usman Colby.
Yeah. He will, he didn't see the body shot, then Usman said it was a nut shot. It's all a thing in the past, and what's past is in the past. We don't give a shit about the past. We only move forward. But referees, in my opinion, right now are Mark Goddard, Jason Herzog, Mark Smith. Actually, Mark Smith, he's a good referee as well.
Let's talk about that one. What was on UFC 267? I think it was pretty good.
267. Which one? Oh,
European guy.
Yeah, Vyacheslav something. Yeah, that fucking piece of shit. Dude, dude, he should be reffing. I don't know. I don't know. He should not be reffing anything, not even football matches. Dude, that guy fucking sucks. Yeah.
He was crap.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to UFC London.
Oh yeah, before we
Yeah.
get into London, Shane Burgos and Charles Air Jourdain. We forgot about that.
What?
Matt Schnell. Those fights were incredible. How did you score the Shane Burgos fight? I had it for Burgos, to be honest. A lot of people are saying Charles Jourdain. I don't know how. I don't know. What did you guys
Burgos.
watch?
I'm so mad. For the last 2 minutes, I went to the toilet of round 3.
Dude, this is what I do. So commercial breaks, I run to the toilet, I take a piss, we use bidet. Do you guys use bidet in England?
No.
Or you just wipe?
Yeah.
You just wipe? Dude, I don't like that. That's not good. You gotta use water, man. Dude,
No.
Dude, you know what I do? I just run, put my pants down, take a piss, wash myself, grab a toilet paper, run back to the TV as I'm cleaning myself, as I'm, drying myself up.
It's
If I'm not gonna take a shit, then I'm gonna wait for women to fight, then I'm gonna take a shit. Yeah, listen, any feminists watching this, if you watch that part with Josh Reichard, where I said a pretty nasty line about you guys, I'm gonna say it again. You might have a bad day, you might be hurt, you might be sad. But every day is a good day to piss off a fucking feminist. Now, how nasty is that line, buddy? I got it off some guy from TV. I don't know if it was CNN or BBC, maybe Fox News. I don't know. I got it off those guys. Every day is a good day to piss off a fucking feminist. Every day. All right. So, round by round, I had the first 2 rounds for Shane Burgos. The third round, I had it for Charles Jourdain. Well, how did you score that fight? I mean,
same as you.
I mean, a lot of people are saying no, he outstruck him. He outstruck him in 1 round. It could have been a 10-8. It could have been a 10-8, and it might have been a 10-8. One judge gave it a 10-8. I mean, I actually was gonna score it a 10-8. Worst case scenario for Shane was gonna be a draw. Now, I had the first round for Shane. Second round, definitely Shane. Third round was definitely Charles Jourdain. Yes. The fight is not being scored as an entire, a bout. It's being scored as 1 round, each round by round. So if I outstrike you in 1 round, then I get fucked up in the next 2 rounds. It doesn't matter if I landed 100 strikes in the first round and then I landed 2 in the last 2 rounds. But you landed, let's say, 50 total strikes on me, but I landed 100 strikes on you. I landed 100 strikes in the first round. It doesn't matter. I got outstriked in the last 2 rounds, and I lost, and I will lose. Best case scenario is gonna be a draw. So the judging criteria, it doesn't actually make a lot of sense, but it actually sometimes makes a lot of sense, because judging a fight by an entire bout it's a little bit unfair, because let's say I beat you up for 2 rounds, then I get tired, and then you beat me up for 1 round, and then you actually ran more strikes and more takedowns in that round than I did in those 2 rounds. You're gonna win the fight. That doesn't sound fair. I mean, ONE FC does that. I don't know if you watch ONE FC, but I feel like ONE FC does that. I don't know if it's correct or anything, because I don't watch a lot of ONE FC. The timing isn't good with me. But
Yes,
I watched ONE FC, a good bit of ONE FC, but when it comes to watching events live on TV, I don't have enough time. I don't have the time. The timing isn't right. Yeah. So we were going to talk about Matt Schnell. One word to describe that fight.
What fight, sorry?
Match now.
Bomb. What's the word? Bananas. Or
I was gonna use one. If you are a listen, it was gonna be that fight was so bloody. It was gonna be a vampire's paradise. There was so much bloody. There was so much blood spilled in that fight. It was gonna be a vampire's paradise, dude. That fight was fucking scary. Did you see those fucking elbows? Did you see those elbows, man?
yeah.
I've actually utilized that in a couple of my training sessions. It's effective. And like you grab the dude's arms and then you go with the elbows. It's so good. Such a great move. And I was seeing he was freezing him. And then he came up with a triangle choke. Chanel is a fucking, he's not a human. He's a dog. That guy is a fucking dog. He's a savage. Do you think this fight, this comeback is gonna win the comeback of the year like Benil Dariush did in 2020?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe it will.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. That was a great knock. That was a great fight. And quick question, and quick just don't want to get too much into this fight. Herbert Burns, what was going on with Herbert?
Oh, I don't know.
The dude lacked confidence. He lacked cardio. He lacked fucking strength. He didn't have anything in his bag to offer against Bellagio. I don't know what was going on with the man. He looked broken after the first round. He couldn't even get up. The guy was fucking tired. I could get off the couch right now and go 25 minutes. I can, and I will. That my cardio isn't that good, but I can go 25 minutes without looking like that. What was going on with Herbert? Maybe it was a knee surgery, but it doesn't look like a knee injury, but it didn't look like a knee injury. The guy was fucking tired. I didn't even watch the fight, so I had to go pick up my mom, take her to her home, to her place. Since I don't live at my parents anymore. I missed that fight. I came back and I saw the highlight. I saw him. He was like this. I'm like, and I thought he got knocked down. So this morning I watched the fight. I'm like, dude, I thought he got knocked out and he didn't get up. Dude was fucking gassed. And then Gilbert Burns came out. He said, he had injuries. I don't believe that's an injury. I believe that was a broken man. Herbert Burns was a broken man that night. Yeah, that's it. So UFC Fight Night London. Well, man, I can't wait for this fight. I cannot wait. It's such a good fight card, man. The talent in that fight card is absolutely amazing. Absolutely phenomenal. The talent. Yeah, I love that fight card. I wish I could go there. Are you gonna go there to UFC London?
Not this time.
Ah, man, come on. Tell your dad to take you there. Come on, man.
Would be.
Hey,
No.
do you want me to talk to your dad?
No, we just couldn't get tickets. They sold out.
Oh, yeah? Seriously?
Yeah.
I mean, you could sneak into the arena. I mean, I saw one guy on TikTok. You see at TikTok, the guy printed like a security guard there, the card. You see that? And then he went to UFC. I don't know why. I don't know how he did it, but he did actually. So I don't know what to do with that guy. What to say about that guy. But yeah. UFC Fight Night London predictions. So here I'm gonna bring up the card here for you guys.
Let's just do quick.
Yeah, quick prediction. We might do another episode of podcast. We're actually doing 2 episodes today. It's the first time that we're doing it, and it's a good timing, buddy. It's a really good timing. Like it starts at 10:30 for us. Nathaniel Wood is in there. Makwan Amirkhani is in there. Muhammad Mukayev is in there.
What's half 10 on?
It's 10:30. Yeah, it's 10:30. And then
it's
for us. And then main cards main card starts at 11:30.
Oh shit. Yeah. Well, it's obviously going to be good timing for me.
Yeah. I mean, this one was a little bit too early. This one is also too early, but it's better than the last
I
one.
don't get why Long Island was so early.
Yeah, I don't get it. Maybe because they were gonna, here's the thing. Maybe they were gonna prepare the fans at home for UFC London. Fans in America, prepare them for London, maybe. I don't know what. I don't know how.
It was like, did you watch UFC 254 when they started at like
Yeah.
3 p.m.
I
our
remember.
time?
Yeah, I remember. I ordered
So
shawarma. I heard a shawarma, and I was eating shawarma, watching the fights. And dude, that fight night, that fight card, it was absolutely bananas. And that was the first time I sat down with my mom watching fights. My mom never watches fights with me. And I sat down with my mom. I had it on TV. I was like, "Mom, come on, sit down. Come into my world. Step into my world for a second. Come on." And she sat down next to me and we were watching fights and she enjoyed it. And then we actually watched Canelo and Smith. Did you watch that fight?
that was the same night.
No, it wasn't the same night, but Canelo and Smith Jr., Callum Smith. I feel like it was. And then yeah, and
I
my
don't
parents,
watch
yeah,
Canelo. I don't watch his fights. But
yeah,
Canelo.
I watched it with my mom. I didn't even watch it live. I watched the replays, and then they showed Canelo's mom and his sister. And my mom sat down and she started crying. I'm like, "Why are you crying, Mom?" She was like, "That's gonna be you in a couple years. You're gonna be in the world stage. You're gonna be in the big stage. I'm gonna sit down cage side, ring side, watching your fights." I'm like, "Mom, stop crying. That's not gonna. It's gonna take a long time to happen. A couple years. Who knows? Maybe I'll die tomorrow. Who knows? I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow." Dude, I'm so fucking dehydrated. Hydrate, kids, hydrate. All right. So predictions, breakdown predictions is all right. Would you like to bet? Would you like to bet? Would you like to bet?
Depends.
Over under 3 minutes is Curtis Blaydes gonna shoot over 3 minutes or under 3 minutes?
Over.
I'd say under. I'm gonna say under 3 minutes. Because he'd be a fool standing up with Tom Aspinall. He should not stand up with Tom Aspinall. He did great against Chris Dawkins, and Chris Dawkins is a great striker as well. But standing up with Tom Aspinall, you cannot make mistakes. He should just start wrestling right away. Start wrestling. Do you agree with me on that?
Yeah.
Are you on websites or something? Are you on a website yet?
No. I know co-main event is Jack Hermanson versus Chris Curtis.
Oh yeah. So Dan Till pulled out, unfortunately. I'm going with Chris Curtis, man. The guy's on a 10-fight win streak. I don't know how many fight win streak, but he is on a big win streak. And every time he's an underdog, he wins. So I'm going with Chris Curtis. I feel like he's gonna knock out Jack Hermanson. Paddy Pimblett, Jordan Levitt. I feel like it's going to be a grappling war. And I've got Paddy Pimblett by knockout in the second round. Your prediction?
I see Chris Curtis. I like the hype. I like him a lot. We saw he can go 3 rounds. He's got knockout power. I'm going to lean towards a split decision for him.
For Paddy.
Paddy. I don't know with Paddy. You never know with Paddy. I think this one goes into the second round.
Yeah. All right. So that's the prediction for you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Also, don't forget to watch the episode we just did with Josh Rycard. Thank you, Ali Stanley, for being a good friend and a good little brother. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys either before UFC Fight Night London or after UFC Fight Night London. You never know with us, man. We're the most unpredictable human beings on fucking planet Earth.
That is affirmative.
Yeah. See you guys.